The Shizzle Dizzle, dog. The gift of tongues. Seems like this might be an elephant in the room for some of you. This happens to be one of those denominational areas of deceptive work of the enemy. I happen to believe what the scriptures say about it, but the problem is that people on both sides of the topic have been taught lies mixed with truth. Look, I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, and I'm not trying to step on anyone's toes here. I don't speak in tongues, yet I think it's quite clear that our Holy Spirit lovely is a consuming fire inside me right now. Therefore, it's reasonable to conclude that the gift of tongues isn't the evidence of a spiritual baptism. I can't deny that it is an evident mark on the person who isn't faking it. I'm afraid to say that when I see or hear people who do it outside of the clear scriptural prescription for its use, I must conclude they are a faker. Part of everyone's confusion on this lies in the understanding of two conflated things, which are the gift of tongues and using a prayer language. Now, on the day of Pentecost, when Peter spoke with the gift of tongues, he wasn't saying ba 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 or hummala zebala bebala bop. He was speaking Hebrew. I must also confess that the closest I've ever come to using any prayer language would be just groans and maybe some whimpering that I would say are the soul cries I know God has heard and understood. But I also understood what they meant. I know Lovely intercedes for me as she always does, but I never hear her speak incomprehensibly. Now, let me say that if that's your thing while in your prayer closet, then I don't have a problem with it. If this prayer language happens in a public setting, it must be accompanied by another who can speak the message it brings in normal language. This practice, however, should be used sparingly, and it's worthy to note that two people could choose to fake it together. So bottom line is, you'll never hear me doing the David Lee Roth unless I'm singing Just a Gigolo, and if the groaning, whimpering thing happens in public, then that probably means the show is over. I have had one legitimate experience when hearing someone using a prayer language publicly. I was around the age of 14 and riding my bicycle past the Mexican-speaking church that was at the end of my street. I could hear a man speaking in spirit as well as the Mexican girl interpreter, but what I had never experienced before or since was I was also receiving the interpretation in English as that sort of ticker tape thing across the front part of my brain. So it is a real thing, okay? Just please do it right.